Hey, Jimmy. Where'd you get the whole idea of having number 28 on your car?
Probably when I was roughly, started going to Spoon River Speedway when I was roughly 2 years old, and I don't know exactly when Jammin' Jimmy Hipster started. That's where it all started, but I don't know when he started racing. But him and Scooter May, Scott May, just put on a hell of a show and kind of just stuck. I loved watching Jammin' Jimmy Hipster. I guess it had to do with having the same name, and I like the number. It's kind of a cross. My number's kind of a cross between Jimmy Hipster, Jeff Gordon, Kobe Bryant. It's kind of a cross because I love Jeff Gordon, number 24. I love Jimmy Hipster, 28. I love Kobe Bryant, 8 and 24. So it just kind of fell all together. And I'll never change my number. The only thing I'd ever do is maybe a throwback for my Uncle Jim Struby doing 1 year of 83.
Yeah, he was number 83. He was the old Spoon River boy, right?
Yeah, ran hobos and back in them days, in the 90s at Spoon River. Yeah, all the Baynards and
Baynard,
Howard boys and
our boy Tim Bishop, Mark Aronson, all the old boys back in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, it all came around from watching Jammin' Jimmy Hipster, Kobe Bryant, and Jeff Gordon. Because everybody liked Dale Earnhardt, so I had to be different. I like Jeff Gordon when he started.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I really do.
Walking around the car again, showing the love tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got the motor in. Car covered up right now. Cage is all nice and painted. Check this out. Look at this. That is so too cool. Got this nice little purple. I'll show you back view of this thing. This is this probably can't really see too much back view because of the poor lighting back here.
Wow. No shit. I thought you were going to step it up.
Yeah, I was hoping we was going to get the door skins on, the doors put on it tonight, but I don't know if that's going to happen tonight or not, so I'll probably get that tomorrow's video. It's all coming along. Doing a little surgery on them. Got to do a little fit modifications to get the motor lined up properly into place. That's why we're working on over here, doing a little modifications. Sometimes that stuff that you have to run into and everything, because stuff just doesn't fit like it should. Kind of a pain in the butt at times when things don't go the way you want it to go. I don't know how many trips I made tonight to get grind disc and drill bits, and so we can possibly get this far with this car.
Yeah, my lines are off there. I was just looking. Yeah,
So,
my lines, but through my hole, so I'm more going off of that. So if I grind this back, I can slide it over. You see what I mean? I'm gonna hit my hole. And we got plenty to work with here. So I might just have to do some grinding again. I'm sorry. No, because it's not lining up. See what I mean? I'm not positive. I want to get this hole lined up before that one. Get this.
So growing up, why is your most memorable part of being in town watching races going on?
So many races. Probably my most memorable moment is either seeing my Uncle Jim win as a kid or when he flipped as a kid. Because either way, it was a roller coaster of the emotions, high and low.
It was.
I remember Uncle Jim flipping on the front stretch.
Yeah.
Getting tied up with another car.
I believe that was Preston Banner, wasn't it?
I think so. It was one of the Baynard boys.
Yeah. That was a tough break for him too, because he was really up in points that year too. I think he would run. I think he was running for. Actually, I think he was running for point championship that year. He was like in top 5 that year, as if I can remember right. And then he had that bad accident going down the fairway. Took him out about 2 or 3 weeks of racing. And then by the time it was done over with, they pushed him back 7 points, and it was all over from there. So yeah, that was a real tough break on that part. But you know, from my standpoint, I see so much of Jim Strube out of you, because Jim Strube always had nice cars as well. I remember
that's why I've had nice cars.
Yeah, you put a lot of time in it. Jim Strube put a lot of time in it during the off season.
Just looking her over, buddy.
Put a lot of hours in the garage and get the stuff ready for the next race season.
Make our holes further up though. I don't know what happened.
I mean, he had that.
One hole at a time.
He had that. Jim Strube had that nice Camaro.
Yeah.
That was
so we can keep and take it out.
The first year was blue.
I'm just kind of each time I look it over, make sure I'm not running into no issues.
It was blue and yellow, and DuPont supplied the paint for that car. And then the following year,
That's what I was gonna do. I was thinking
he had the same car, redid all of it, and changed it from blue to yellow to like a red and yellow color, which DuPont once again
It's pretty close. I think we just need
took
to
and provide the paint.
Like see our holes. Our holes
And-
too far that way, so we need to come. Yeah, just a hair, but let's check again on our template here.
I mean,
Template in the car.
and I remember his Monte Carlo.
Center holes.
That one wasn't too bad either. It was all white and with red numbers.
I got dirty fingers.
That was a bad looking car. But Jim Strube always had respectable, nice looking cars. He had that Camaro I'm talking about down when the Peak Mall was open when you're in the car show.
Trim it out now, even if it's just a little.
You had one of your cars down in a car show at the Peoria Mall, didn't you, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think it was 2018 season after the 17 season. Yeah, you can always slide them.
That has to really be a big honor to be able to be asked to have your car in a mall for a car show like that.
Oh, for sure. I mean, somewhere where I grew up.
Especially in this class called the Hornets, because Hornets, I don't know, to me, Hornets don't get the recognition that they get sometimes,
Check this out.
which is really a shame, because I don't know if you agree with me on it or not, Jimmy, but to me, I think Hornets.
See, it just kind of needs to go hairy over.
I think the Hornets really,
My finger rubbed it.
really on a good night can bring just as many cars as what the Modifieds and Late Models will bring on a good average night. You agree with that, Jimmy?
Yes, sir. They can put on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
If you know what you're watching.
Yeah.
People don't give us a chance.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm saying this is part of the. I don't know. It's
just
it's
like
that.
the name Hornets. You want a small bit?
It's sad when.
Good.
It's sad when they don't get the recognition that they need, or anything like that, because
I think the name needs to be changed from Hornets. They outgrew the name. They need to go to a Pro 4.
Sure we do. I don't think we could ever really call the Hornets street bombers or hobos, but yeah, you're right. I can see them probably try to come up with a different name to maybe help give the boost recognition up on the class, because when you look at when you look at this name Hornet, it kind of, I don't know, to me it just sounds something cheesy, you know. Would you say that it would sound like cheesy if you had the Hornets listed as the Hornets? Huh? I mean, there's a lot of good drivers. There's a lot of good drivers in the Hornets division. And it's just not yours, really. It's Spoon River, and Kankakee, and Fairbury, Jacksonville, and places like that. There's a lot of good Hornet drivers. And then, of course, just like any other class, you got your rough drivers and everything. Now, I don't personally care about the rough drivers or anything like that, but that's my belief.
Hey.
I'm more of a fan I'm more of a person that would like to go to the track and see good, clean race. That's what I like to see, a good, clean race. I like to see all these cars getting bashed around and everything because
Pick a line and let's put on a show.
Yeah,
That's what I've always said.
as Jimmy says, I agree with that. Pick a line,
Let's
put on a show. I have not a problem with that because just like these Hornets, they're no. If you really stop and think about it, they're no different than the late models or the modifieds. There's money wrapped up in these Hornets. Why?
It's making my mouth okay.
Why go out there and just tear the cars up? You know, I mean, I don't get it. I probably never will get it.
I know, because I'm going on my holes. If I go on my lines, I'm
I wish some of these other Hornet
compromise
drivers would
and
see
get
what I
this
see.
fairly straight where it don't look like
I mean,
shit.
that's one thing I can say about.
Our work. We're doing what we can, man.
That's one thing I can say about Jimmy.
Just a touch. You see what I'm saying?
He can be fast at times, and he's also
go this direction, even with our reading tool.
he also runs his own line. He's also a smooth driver.
That looks pretty straight, don't it?
You guys, when race season starts,
maybe,
and whoever follows these videos, this summer you will see how Jimmy Dudlinger is a smooth driver. He's probably one of the smoothest drivers in the Hornets division that you would probably see.
I'm ready to move up. That's what the ultimate goal is. It's not the driving for me. Let's see what this can bring. See what next week comes. One year at a time, you just never know.
Yeah. It's just like you gotta take your race at one race at a time. Gotta pick your line at one line at a time. It's just like anything in life and everything. I can respect that.
We'll be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below, please.
And be
if you have
sure,
any comments, anything to add.
Yep. And be sure to like, comment, and share. And if you have any other things to add to this video or any question you would like to answer Jimmy, feel free to put them on there. I will read the comments. And if there's any questions, I will ask them myself, and they'll be in the next session. And I appreciate this time, and thank you.